What's up, all my fellow weebs and weebettes? It is I, AnimeALX, coming back with another Monster Hunter Rise build guide. Before Sunbreak, that is. And we are going to go over the best rapid fire elemental light bowguns. Still before Sunbreak, before you guys have to get the G rank expansion and redo all this stuff. But let's start off with our current best Dragonlight bowgun. Now, I will say that the Dragonlight bowgun is going to be very expensive. There was like nothing I could do to cheapen the build or anything. But have no fear, not a lot of monsters are very weak to dragon. The only ones that come to mind are Rathalos, Rathian, I believe Ibushi, All Mother Narwa, and Basario. That's it to come to mind. If there's any other monster that's weak to dragon, please let me know down in the comments below. But let's get into our weapon. The weapon that we are going to use is the Dreadnought Bowgun, which is Valstrax's light bowgun. You can also use Ibushi's light bowgun in for this, but the reason why I'm using this is because of a specific reason. But if you do find Ibushi's light bowgun more comfortable, then please, by all means, use Ibushi's light bowgun. But I believe the build would probably end up being a bit different than the build that you see here. Now, as you see, we have the Red Knot Bowgun, which the attack is a measly 170, but you know, that's okay because Element is the name of the game with these light bowguns, so the raw isn't you know, that bad. We have a two slot, no deviation, recoil is very low for the build that I have, and the reload is fast. The mods are a silencer, and the arc shot, and the cluster bomb type is arc shot, special ammo, wyvern blast, all that good stuff. But here is the kicker. The reason why we're using this weapon is because of the rampage slots, which we put in Valstrax Soul. And as you've noticed, we are using 5-piece Valstrax, so when we hit Dragon Blight, we'll get a bonus 20% dragon ammo. Now, if you do find that this is a little bit risky, because as you know, since you are a late bowgunner, you will receive more damage from physical attacks. If you don't want to play around with the Valstrax Soul as a gunner, feel free to change it up to Wyvern Exploit, because you're pretty much going to use this gun against only Rathalos and Rathian. But feel free to basically put Wyvern Exploit on this if Valstrax Soul isn't doing the job for you. I believe Wyvern Exploit is like 5% more raw damage. But since we're using light bowgun, I believe elemental damage would get a bigger boost into our numbers. I really need to try to test the damage numbers out, but one or the other should do. Anyways, we do use the Demon Petulance, and the Fatal Tempest Talisman we are using is a level 2 reload speed with a 3 slot in a level 2 reload speed with a level 1 flinch free, but the flinch free doesn't really matter since we're gunning. And we have a 3 slot and a 1 slot. You basically have to use this talisman, and if you do not have a 1 slot and you only have a 3 slot, then your dragon attack will have to be leveled down to level 4. Other than that, that's about it. Anyways, for the switch skills that we use Elemental Reload, 4 Dodge and Fanning Maneuver. We have 5 Dragon Jewels, 3 Thrift Jewels, 3 Salvo Jewels, and that's basically what makes this whole build. Just essentially 3 different jewel combinations for this build, so fairly easy. The only struggle of this build will be getting a very expensive, and I mean a very expensive, like, talisman. I believe you can also make it work if you have a level 2 thrift with a level 3 slot, and then you just basically replace the 2 thrift jewels with 2 reload speed jewels. And then if you do have an extra 1 slot on that decorate or that talisman, you just fit in the last level of dragon attack. But anyways, that is about it for this build. So we will be moving on to our next build, which is going to be the Firelight Bowgun. As you see, that was basically the very expensive light bowgun build to make, and it is also very expensive Zenny-wise because Valstrax's weapons are very expensive. But onwards to the more tame and easy to obtain weapons. Starting off with the Wrathling Phoenix. This is Rathalos light bowgun. We are going to be using it for fire ammo. We have 199 attack thanks to the long barrel mod, 0% affinity, a 1 slot, no deviation, recoil is average, reload is average. Also, wait, before I continue, going back to the dragon LBG, be sure to pack both piercing dragon ammo and normal dragon ammo. I completely forgot to show off the ammo types. As you see, we get dragon ammo low and fast, and the piercing dragon ammo is on high and slow, but that's fine because you're only going to keep 3 of those, and you pretty much are going to shoot those when the monster is down. I do recommend bringing dragon ammo and slicing ammo as a backup to finish out the hunt, and feel free to also bring in sticky ammo 2s so you can also KO the monster, so you can basically combo them with your piercing dragon ammo. I totally forgot to add that disclaimer, and that's the only disclaimer that I have to use for that specific ammo or that specific element of light bowgun, since it comes with less ammo than the other ones. Now onward to the other ones. We are using the Wrathling Phoenix. Like I said, I gave the rundown of the stats. Coming down to our rampage slots is our elemental exploit. Reason why we go elemental exploit is because when we hit weak spots, or weak spots with high element or elemental weaknesses, we get bonus damage that's more than attack boost 3. So that is why we use it. Pretty simple enough. With the build, we are using elemental reload, forward dodge, and fanning maneuver. We have 5 blaze jewels, 3 thrift jewels, 3 attack jewels, 3 salvo jewels, 2 quick load jewels, and for the last jewel slot, which I have in the talisman, if you do not have an extra 1 level or 1 slot, then that's fine, but the extra 1 slot is going to be up for your choosing, which is going to be either an absorber jewel, and if you put the absorber jewel in, then you'll get piercing fire down to low recoil, or you can go for the sniper jewel, so when you eat for temper, your bullets will still shoot in a straight line. Our build here, we use the Vikhelm S, Vikemel S, Geratodus Vambraces, and Janath Coil S, and our Zuros Greaves S. We use Demon Petulance, and we use our attack boost level 2 with level 1 Divine Blessing with a 3 into 1 slot. A pretty good, talisman, if I do say so myself. And our ammunition types, we really are only going to be using flaming ammo. So if you do have an absorber decoration, or if you want to go the absorber decoration, then it will open you up to using piercing fire ammo, and I believe you can shoot out sticky ammo 1s on average, but other than that, you're pretty much only going to be using fire ammo with this build, since that's the purpose of it. So continuing on to our Thunderlight Bowgun, and for the Thunderlight Bowgun, we are going to be using the 10,000 volts, which the 10,000 volts you get from Rajang himself. And as you can see, it comes with 220 attack, negative 15% affinity, a 3 slot. No, our build that we will have here will give us no deviation, below average reload, and average recoil. Our mods are the long barrel mods, and our rampage slot is brutal strike. Now, the reason why you want to go brutal strike is because that negative 15% affinity. Usually you won't end up getting negative crits, but when you do, the brutal strike will help offset some of that damage loss by getting a bonus damage when you hit a negative crit every once in a while. Now, if you do pair this build up with an attack palico, when you hit rousing roar, you should get an additional 30% affinity, essentially negating the negative 15% affinity. But there's no other good rampage skills aside from attack, or not attack boost, but affinity boost 2, which will not really negate your affinity and will give you measly amount of affinity to where it's not really worth it, or it will actually impact your hunt. Or Master Rider, which you really don't need because Lightbowgun can actually get or proc Wyvern rides fairly easy with fanning maneuver. Now for our switch skills, we use elemental reload, we use fanning maneuver, and we use dodge, the forward dodge, so normal dodging. This gun is able to shoot out thunder ammo at low and fast. It can also shoot out flaming ammo at low and fast and freeze ammo at low and fast for some weird reason, but you're mainly going to use it for thunder ammo. And the good thing about this is it's one of the very few guns in this game that you can reload while moving and shoot while moving while having rapid ammo. So it's a very comfortable gun. It's probably the most comfortable out of all the elemental light bow guns in my opinion. And if you really want fastest reload, then be sure to just take off elemental reload as the switch skill, and that goes for any one of these light bow guns. Also, it comes with armor ammo, so very good in multiplayer hunts, so you can shoot your team with some armor ammo and they will be basically armored up. Keep in mind, the great thing about these builds that I made are they use the same armor, so you don't have to start scrounging up different armor combinations. All you have to do is just focus on getting the decorations and just getting this armor combination as you see here just together, and I'll obviously change out the light bow guns. So I try to make this as easy as a grind possible for you guys. Anyways, our jewels are 5 bolt jewels, 3 thrift jewels, 3 attack jewels, 3 salvo jewels, 2 sniper jewels since this gun does have left-right severe deviation, and 1 quick load jewel to get our thunder ammo down to fast. Now, coming to the one of our next light bow guns, which is the second to last one. Sorry, I almost said the last one, but if I can find it, it should be here. It's the Ice Light Bowgun. Now, the special thing about the Ice Light Bowgun is that we don't actually use the elemental reload. If you do put on elemental reload, you will have slow recoil, no matter how much recoil or reload speed down. Sorry, not recoil, but no matter how many reload speed down levels you have, it could be maxed out. If you put elemental reload on it, it will be slow no matter what. So in order to counteract that, we basically have to put normal reload on. But we do get walking and reloading, walking and shooting, and rapid fire while having 5 capacity in the clip. And we do put Brutal Strike on because this also comes with negative 15% affinity. Now, the attack is 230. The slots is a 2 slot. Our deviation for this weapon or with the build is none. Recoil is low and the reload is below average. As you see, we also have demon ammo and armor ammo, which I do highly recommend bringing on your hunts for your team to buff them up. You also get slicing ammo, but that's kind of on average and slow, so that's probably not going to be reliable. And you also have exhaust ammo, but that's also on slow, so it's probably not going to be as reliable. Again, the build uses the same armor setup, and the only thing different is that we traded out our Fatal Tempest Talisman from a level 2 attack with a 3 and a 1 slot to a level 3 attack boost with 2 1 slots. Now, if you do not have a level 3 attack boost with 2 1 slots, then feel free to just use a level 2 attack boost with at least 2 1 slots in it, which should be easy enough. And if not, then just make sure you at least have a talisman that has a level 2 slot and 2 level 1 slots, so you can fit in the last 2 levels of ice attack and try to increase your attack boost by as much as possible. Now, for the... Oh, wow, I actually did not get... Oh, no, I did get around to it. Now, for the jewels listings, we have 5 frost jewels, 3 thrift jewels, 3 attack jewels, 3 salvo jewels, 2 quick load jewels, and 2 sniper jewels. All of these jewels are essentially required. There is no shorting out or cheapening out. The only thing that you might be able to cheapen out is the attack jewels. But as you see from our build, since we have this lovely talisman, we are able to get our attack boost all the way up to level 7. So lucky us. By the way, we have a long barrel mod equipped onto this build. And now, last but not least, is going to be our last elemental Lightbowgun, which is the water Lightbowgun. And I don't think a lot of people actually notice that this Lightbowgun is good, because no one really talks about this Lightbowgun, and I've probably never seen a build video with the person using this Lightbowgun. But our best rapid fire normal element, water element shooter is going to be the Comet Bolt, which is Juratodis's Lightbowgun. Now, I know you guys are probably sighing in the comments saying, what, I actually have to hunt and farm Juratodis? I get it, okay? Juratodis sucks as a monster and as a fight, but the Lightbowgun is going to be the best normal rapid fire water Lightbowgun. It comes out at 209 attack because we do have a long barrel mod on it. Our build gives us no deviation, recoil is average, reload is below average, and for our rampage slot we put in defense boost 3 because affinity boost 2 won't matter and normal effect 2 won't also matter, so we put defense boost 3 so we can get some form of survivability. So our defense bonus comes out at 30. When we come and look at our ammo types, you can see that we actually can get paralysis ammo 1 and sleep ammo 1s, but they are on high and slow reload, or high recoil and slow reload. So you might want to be cautious about it, but hey, you can both sleep and para with this weapon. It also comes with demon ammo, which is on average and slow reload, so bring this in your multiplayer hunts to buff your team. And our main ammo is going to be on low and fast. We use elemental reload, forward dodge, and fanning maneuver with this build, so our water ammunition should be hitting pretty hard. People, or fights to use this on would be any water weak monster, like that's not susceptible to getting pierced, which I believe that negates Magnamalo and Anjanath. Now I don't really have the list pulled up of who is weak to water, but obviously use this with caution. You could probably use this against Basarios, and this will probably be better against Basarios than the dragon one, even though Basarios is a little bit weaker to dragon due to Basarios' high HP and defense. So you'd probably eat up through a lot of your dragon ammo, and yeah. But with all that being said, our jewel selection comes down to 5 stream jewels, 3 thrift jewels, 3 attack jewels, 3 salvo jewels, 2 quick load jewels, and 1 sniper jewel. The best part about these builds are that all of them essentially uses the same amount of jewels. So once you basically get essentially 3 essentially the max amount of jewels that you need, or just either 1 or 2 sniper, well actually just 2 sniper jewels, you should basically be able to craft all of these builds. You'll just need the Lightbowgun. Our Fatal Tempest Talisman is the elusive 3 attack boost, or level 3 attack boost with 2 1 slots. And we do use Demon Petulance. And with all that being said, those are my best normal or best rapid fire normal elemental Lightbowguns before Sunbreak. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please share this video, leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you can also get updates to updates to the channel for when I upload. And also be sure to check me out on twitch.tv/AnimeALX so you can see me stream on Twitch. Link will be in the description below. I am doing and hosting an event on Monster Hunter World on Xbox tomorrow, so be sure to check that out. It should start at like about 3:00 p.m. Central Time, and maybe it goes till about 7 to 8 o'clock p.m. Central Time, and it will be fun. I'll explain the challenge that we're doing on the stream, so go check it out and hop in and feel free to basically vibe out. And with all that being said, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Check out my new videos, check out my old videos, and with all that being said, peace out all my fellow weebs and weebs.